Hi, welcome back to 5 Business Rules. I'm Monica.
I'm Nicole.
And today we're going to talk about a very, very hot topic, Snapchat.
Woohoo!
So we're going to talk about 5 tricks to marketing on Snapchat.
So if you're thinking, Snapchat, it's just the teenagers, it's not really for my business, that might be true, but you have to remember Snapchat is now the #2 social network, and it's growing in age range, demographics, all of that good thing. And so you have to be creative if you're going to be successful on there, but you definitely should pay attention to the trends and what's happening.
Exactly, which is why we're talking about Snapchat.
There you
go. So the #1 rule when getting started with Snapchat, like any marketing program or campaign, is to start with a goal, okay? What actions you want someone to take after they see one of your snaps.
So let's put in a tip here first, is you need to actually spend some time on Snapchat and see what people are talking about and what they're doing and what people are reacting to, so that you can actually understand what goals you can accomplish and maybe what ones you can't.
Exactly. So that was actually 2 tips wrapped up in one, so you got a bonus there. Okay, tip #2. Create content that speaks directly to your audience's challenges, aspirations, and interests. Remember, and like any marketing campaign, keep it really focused on what your audience cares about.
So we say this sometimes, it feels like we're beating a dead horse, but things are not about you. Now, if you want to go on a personal account and talk about your vacations and your food and all that, good for you. But your actual customers don't really care what you're eating, so make this about them, not about you.
Yeah, and tie it back to your brand, to your point.
Yes.
Okay, tip #3, let your audience participate. This is a messaging app. Snapchat is a messaging app.
It's social.
It's social. Like any social media platform, you want to have a two-way conversation. You don't want to open the door, throw stuff out there and then shut the door.
So you shouldn't be writing or putting pictures on Snapchat in the same way that you're going to do that for your website, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's a one-way conversation. Exactly. So if you're not on there to react and talk to people, what are you really doing?
Yeah, then don't use Snapchat. All right, tip #4. This will take time to do, but if you're invested in Snapchat, if you have determined, yes, your audience is on this might be a really awesome platform for you, then you definitely want to take the time to work with influencers. But you have to build a relationship with them too, okay? So look and see what influencers have the same audience as you, okay? Yeah,
so Monica and I could actually be a good partnership and pair on this, right? Because she's copywriting, I'm digital marketing and stuff. We do a lot of the same things, and so we're talking to the same people, but we're not competing with each other, right? So we can play to each other and promote each other very well.
Yeah, what we do is very complementary, right? And we're trying to reach the same audience. So, and here's a second tip wrapped up into one. Make sure when you're reaching out to influencers that you really emphasize how your partnership is going to benefit their audience.
Because an influencer, kind of by definition, they've already got an audience. So, right? So it is more in your interest to work with a new influencer. So then you have to then come back and say, okay, what are you going to do for them if they're going to expose you to their audience?
Yeah, state your case. Yeah. Okay, tip #5. And this is a fun one. Use Geo Filters, which actually you can add a location to your snap so others in the area can see what's going on.
So this could really help you, especially if you have a brick and mortar store. You might actually be able to get feet in your store because they see you're local and that you're active in this. But it also helps you really target, because say you're in California, maybe you don't want to talk to people in Boston. That's not really your audience. So you can really focus on who you want to speak to by putting in those locations.
Exactly. So that's Snapchat.
Happy snapping.
Happy snapping. See ya.
Bye.